Sunday afternoon, it's getting all ready to erupt WrestleMania. This Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m., giant screen, closed circuit TV, the biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time. What a card. Hulk Hogan teams up with Mr. T, Jimmy Superfly Snuka in their corner. Their opponents will be, by the way, Rowdy Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff with Ace, Cowboy Bob Orton in their corner. In addition, Andre the Giant puts his entire career on the line when he meets Big John Studd. Studd putting $15,000 in cold hard cash out in this challenge match. In addition, Intercontinental Champion Greg the Hammer Valentine to be challenged by the Junkyard Dog. It is all going to be part of WrestleMania this Sunday afternoon, the biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time with a 1 p.m. start. Leilani Kai with the fabulous Moolah in her corner to meet Wendy Richter with Cyndi Lauper in her corner. All right, come on in if you would please. Cyndi Lauper, you know, lightning can strike twice in the same place. Yes, tremendous controversy, perhaps injustice, but it could conceivably happen again.
That's right. It could conceivably happen that Moolah goes down one more time. Right. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I get so mad at Moolah that sometimes when I look at her, I want to do anything to her. I tell you, I mean, I'm not a wrestler. I'm glad that there's another woman manager in wrestling, female wrestling, because it helps female wrestling, but that Moolah is a chump. And this time, I'm not going to pull out a little punch for her. I'm really going to give it to her, but I want to keep her out of the ring and away from her. You know why? Because Lanny Kai is not half the wrestler that my girl Wendy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this coming Sunday, WrestleMania, and the ladies' title will be on the line. Don't you dare miss it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lord Alfred Hayes with this week's special report. We are rapidly approaching WrestleMania I, which takes place Sunday afternoon, April the 2nd, and can be seen exclusively on pay-per-view television and closed-circuit arenas or theaters near you. Here is the complete card. For the World Wrestling Federation Championship, the champion Macho Man Randy Savage takes on Hulk Hogan. Miss Elizabeth will be in a neutral corner. The Ultimate Warrior defends his Intercontinental title against Ravishing Rick Rude. Mr. Fuji and the Powers of Pain go for the tag team title held by Demolition, Axe and Smash. Andre the Giant faces Jake the Snake Roberts with Big John Studd as the special referee. Hacksaw Jim Duggan opposes Bad News Brown. The $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase versus Brutus Beefcake. Hercules squares off against King Haku. Bobby Heenan takes on the Red Rooster. The Hart Foundation go against the Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine. The Rockers take on the Twin Towers. Strikeforce will oppose the Brainbusters. The Bushwhackers versus the Fabulous Rougeaus. Blue Blazer enters the ring against Mr. Perfect. And Rugged Ronnie Garvin takes on Dino Bravo. In a special Piper's Pit, Roddy Piper returns with special guests Morton Downey Jr. and Brother Love. Run DMC will perform a WrestleMania rap. And our own lovely Rockin' Robin will sing America the Beautiful. WrestleMania I can be seen exclusively on pay-per-view television and closed-circuit arenas or theaters near you. It is only 1 week away, Sunday, April the 2nd. For the World Wrestling Federation, this has been Special Report.
See WrestleMania 5, Sunday afternoon, April 2nd, live on giant screen, closed-circuit TV at the Orpheum Theater in Boston, the Worcester Memorial Auditorium, the Lowell Auditorium, the Capitol Theater in Concord, New Hampshire, and the Lewiston, Maine Armory.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just 1 week away from the biggest wrestling spectacular ever, WrestleMania 5, next Sunday afternoon, April the 2nd, from Atlantic City, New Jersey. By the way, let me remind you even now at this late hour that you can enjoy WrestleMania 5 on a pay-per-view basis at home or at a closed-circuit location near you. You will not want to miss this one. The greatest card in World Wrestling Federation history when the mega powers explode. It's going to be the Macho Man, Randy Savage, the World Wrestling Federation champ, defending against challenger Hulk Hogan. But hold on, there's more. The Powers of Pain, the Warlord and the Barbarian, combine their talents with those of their manager, Mr. Fuji. The three of them are going to be making history when they meet Demolition, Axe and Smash, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions.
One more week, and Donald he's imported a Japanese slot machine. It looks just like Fuji. All you gotta do is put a cord in his mouth, you hit him in the stomach, you pull both arms down, the eyeballs spin around, and I'm gonna knock him out.
Fuji dudes, your men better be ready, because you know we are. You're gonna be standing in the middle of the ring, Barbarian on one end, the Warlord on the other. When we throw you together, you know what you got? You got three stooges. And then, access this, we knock your stinking teeth all over.
What we pull out, Demolition. First time in professional wrestling history. 3 against 2 for your belt. Let me tell you, my powers of pain are ready for you.
That's right, but we had promised to you we will destroy them.
Master Fuji has put us through a lot of pain and agony. So we made a promise not only to win the tag team belts, but to destroy you, Demolition, all in one day.
It ain't good. We shall be new champions.
All right, the Demolition Axe and Smash, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, to meet the Powers of Pain and Mr. Fuji 3-on-2 in WrestleMania 5. By the way, big news this past week, it was announced that the World Wrestling Federation Women's Champion, Rockin' Robin, will be singing America the Beautiful to kick off the festivities in WrestleMania 5. There's going to be more entertainment. How about these guys? Run DMC.
Yo, WrestleMania 5, man. Check this out, man. It's gonna be Ravishing Rick Rude. You know all that stuff he do, right? The Rude Awakening is gonna be in effect. Then you're gonna have the Ultimate Warrior going for it in his battle at WrestleMania 5 at True Plaza.
Trump Plaza, kid.
Trump Plaza. Be there or be square.
All right, I'll tell you what. I like these guys. They are Run DMC, and they're going to be gracing us with the WrestleMania wrap next Sunday afternoon in Atlantic City. By the way, it's going to be the return of Roddy Piper and Piper's Pit in the World Wrestling Federation for WrestleMania 5. His special guests are going to be Morton Downey Jr. and Brother Love. By the way, this week, sent to me at my home, another telegram from Roddy Piper that I'd like to share with you. Here are the contents. This is Roddy Piper, and I'll admit to having a big mouth, but Morton Downey Jr., your mouth is bigger than mine, and Brother Love's mouth is bigger than yours. The difference between me and you guys is that I can back up my big mouth. Can you? The exact words of Roddy Piper. Again, his guests are going to be Brother Love and this man, Morton Downey Jr.
Your big mouth has a small brain, and small brains don't back nothing up, pal.
Brother Hot Rod, the only thing that comes out of your loud mouth is vermin. And Brother Morton, the only thing that comes out of your loud mouth is smoke. Well, the only thing that comes out of the mouth of Brother Love is love. And Brother Love backs up everything he says with the book of love.
All right, that should be a most interesting edition of Piper's Pit as part of WrestleMania 5. An event, folks, that you can see exclusively at home on a pay-per-view basis or at a closed-circuit location near you. Don't delay. Make plans now to join us next Sunday afternoon from Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City for the greatest card in World Wrestling Federation history. Don't miss WrestleMania 5. Hi again, everybody. I'm Gene Okerlund, and we are on location in Atlantic City this weekend. WrestleMania 5 from Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino. Remember, you can see it on the giant screen at a closed-circuit location near you, or pick up the phone right now, make that telephone call, and join us at home on a pay-per-view basis for WrestleMania 5. Perhaps the greatest card in World Wrestling Federation history. The greatest match, I know that, when the Mega Powers explode. Hulk Hogan this Sunday afternoon to challenge the Macho Man, Randy Savage, for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. Jake the Snake Roberts squares off against Andre the Giant. Big John Studd, special guest referee. The Ultimate Warrior, the Intercontinental Champ, will be challenged by Ravishing Rick Rude. In tag team action, champions Demolition Axe and Smash will be squaring off against not two but three men, the Powers of Pain, the Warlord and Barbarian, along with their manager partner, Mr. Fuji. Brutus the Barber Beefcake to meet the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Bobby Heenan accepting the challenge of the Red Rooster. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Bad News Brown collide. In tag team action, the Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels meet the Twin Towers, Hakeem and the Big Boss Man. The Mighty Hercules to meet King Haku. The Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch, to meet the Fabulous Rougeaus. The Blue Blazer squares off against Mr. Perfect. The Hart Foundation in tag team action against Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man. Rugged Roddy Garvin to meet Canadian strongman Dino Bravo. And the Brainbusters, ladies and gentlemen, to meet these two men. Strikeforce, they are Tito Santana and Rick Martel.
This Sunday, WrestleMania 5. What an event. It's great to be part of it. And I guarantee you, Brainbusters, you're not going to use Strikeforce as a stepping stone.
Brainbusters, day in and day out, we keep hearing about what you're going to do to us this Sunday afternoon. And the more you talk, the more we get fired up, baby. You're going to find out Strikeforce is for real. Strikeforce!
All right, Tito Santana, Rick Martel. They are Strikeforce. They've got their work cut out for them. The Brainbusters, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and don't forget manager Bobby the Brain Heenan. Also this Sunday afternoon, live in Atlantic City as part of WrestleMania 5, the World Wrestling Federation Women's Champ, Rockin' Robin, is going to kick it all off in song with her rendition of America the Beautiful. Don't forget, also on hand with the WrestleMania rap, these three gentlemen, they're my favorites. Run DMC.
Mary, Mary. WrestleMania 5, that's right, like a bomb, man. Where you can come see the Mega Piles explode. I'm DMC, this is Running, this is Jay. And we gonna be there to watch Hulk Hogan take on Randy Macho Man Savage. Is it for Elizabeth? Is it for the title? Or is it just for prestige? Be there or be square. Lead that.
Run DMC, I thought that I was one of the few people here that liked them, but Donald Trump, the proprietor of this great establishment, says they're some of his favorites too. Run DMC and the WrestleMania rap this Sunday afternoon as part of WrestleMania 5. By the way, Roddy Piper returns to the World Wrestling Federation, returns for WrestleMania to hold court, conduct court, if you will, in Piper's Pit. His special guests are going to be Morton Downey Jr. and Brother Love. And I got a final telegram this past week from Roddy Piper that I just have to share with you at this time. It's a direct quote from the Rowdy One. They say that this is a give-and-take world, and I'll agree. Because this Sunday afternoon, my guests on Piper's Pit, Brother Love and Morton Downey Jr. are going to be taking whatever I decide to give them. And as you know, Roddy Piper in the past has been able to back up his words with all kinds of action. And I'm certain these two gentlemen, Brother Love and Morton Downey Jr., know that.
What you're gonna be giving, baby, is apologies. Apologies, and I ain't gonna accept them. Kiss my butt.
Kiss? Well, the only thing that Brother Love will be kissing will be the petals on the roses that Brother Love will bring with him to Piper's Pit. And as far as taking, well, Brother Love doesn't know too much about taking. But when it comes to giving, I will be giving. Oh, yes, I will be giving in abundance.
You know, folks, I don't know what I can say about WrestleMania 5 that hasn't already been covered, that we haven't already talked about. I will say this as a last-minute reminder, you still have ample time to make arrangements to join us in your own home on a pay-per-view basis. Make that telephone call right now. Also, you might want to get the entire gang in a car, mom, dad, the kids, and head on down to a closed-circuit location near you. See it on the big screen, the giant screen, WrestleMania 5. It is undoubtedly the biggest wrestling spectacular of all time. Live this Sunday afternoon from Atlantic City. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss WrestleMania 5. As promised, ladies and gentlemen, this coming Sunday afternoon, live from Skydome in Toronto, WrestleMania 6, the Ultimate Challenge. Don't delay. Pick up the phone right now. Call your local cable company and be part of it all on a pay-per-view basis. Oh, what a card it's going to be. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Remember now, we spring ahead 1 hour into Daylight Time this weekend for WrestleMania 6. The Ultimate Challenge. Champion versus champion, title for title. I am talking about the big main event. The World Wrestling Federation champion, Hulk Hogan, squares off against the Intercontinental title holder, the Ultimate Warrior. I cannot recall a match in World Wrestling Federation history that has ever been bigger than this one. Here's history in the making. First time ever. A mixed tag. Royalty involved. The Macho King, Randy Savage, and sensational Queen Sherry will be meeting these two. They're the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire.
Whoa, yeah, you done talked all you can on the Brother Love Show. Talking about Sherry in the ring with Dusty Rhodes and American Dream. What about Sapphire, baby? This Sunday afternoon. It's here. It's time. What we gonna do, Mama? Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
There is more to come this Sunday afternoon in WrestleMania 6. Roddy Piper squares off against Bad News Brown. I expect that one to be a brawl. The World Wrestling Federation Tag Team title belts on the line this Sunday afternoon in WrestleMania 6. The Colossal Connection, Andre the Giant and Haku square off against Demolition, Axe and Smash. Another one that you can see on a pay-per-view basis. Mr. Perfect squares off against Brutus the Barber Beefcake. There's no question about it. Brutus the Barber Beefcake does give a mean haircut. More action with the $1 million belt on the line. Jake the Snake Roberts to meet the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Let's get point counterpoint from two men who are going to be meeting at Skydome this Sunday afternoon, one-on-one. They were former tag team partners, now bitter enemies. The African Dream, Akeem, and the Big Boss Man.
Well, you know, Big Boss Man, I know you've heard this phrase before. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Well, brother, you committed the crime, and you got to step in the ring with Big Brother Akeem.
Big Boss Man, you're always passing sentences on people. This time in WrestleMania 6, I passed one on you, guilty as charged.
Akeem, keep listening to that lying scumbag Slick. He's leading you down a path of destruction. You can't keep pushing people around just because you're bigger than they are. Well, come WrestleMania 6, when you try to push the law, you're going to find out the law pushes back real hard.
Point counterpoint from a couple of the biggest men of the World Wrestling Federation this Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in WrestleMania 6. You can see Tito Santana meets the Barbarian. Dino Bravo is hoping he won't get bored by one hacksaw Jim Duggan. Here's another one, folks, that you can see on a pay-per-view basis. Pick up the phone right now. For this Sunday, you're going to be seeing Earthquake meet the Mighty Hercules. All right, there is more one-on-one action this Sunday afternoon at WrestleMania 6. Superfly Jimmy Snuka meets Ravishing Rick Rude. The electrifying Birdman Coco Beware squares off against fashion model Rick Martel. The Hart Foundation to meet the Bolsheviks. And the Orient Express go against the Rockers. It all happens this Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Pick up the phone right now. Call your local cable company to be part of it all on a pay-per-view basis. Hey, musically, Rhythm and Blues, the Honky Tonk Band, and Greg the Hammer Valentine are going to be debuting Hunka 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 Honky Love. Here's one I wouldn't miss for the world. The Stars and the Superstars are going to be out, including Steve Allen.
It's one of those new pianos that sounds like a human voice. Hiya, folks, Steve Allen. Over the years, I've written lots of hit songs. I really have. But I'm so excited to be appearing at WrestleMania, I can hardly compose myself. Myself, why am I on the shelf? Well, if you want to compose yourself, get your own program.
Steve Allen, you want to compose yourself, write a song. Are you kidding me? Rhoda Barrett with all of the inside scoops as it pertains to WrestleMania 6 this Sunday afternoon. And what about Old Canada? Done by Sir Lancelot himself, Robert Goulet.
Hello, I'm Robert Goulet, and I'm here to say that on April 1st, I'll be opening in Toronto for one night only. In fact, just one song only, the Canadian National Anthem. And it's all to help kick off the entertainment spectacular of the year, WrestleMania. I'll see you there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Your complete rundown from top to bottom. The biggest World Wrestling Federation extravaganza of all time. WrestleMania 6, the ultimate challenge. Don't be shut out, folks. Get on the horn. Do it right now. Call your local cable company and demand, don't request, demand WrestleMania 6, the ultimate challenge on a pay-per-view basis. I can hardly wait for 4 this Sunday afternoon at Skydome in Toronto. I'll see you there with your WrestleMania report. I'm Gene Okerlund. Wow.
See WrestleMania 6 this Sunday afternoon, available on a pay-per-view basis. Call your local cable company for availability.
WrestleMania, the greatest sports entertainment extravaganza of all time. Live Sunday afternoon, April 1 on pay-per-view. The ultimate challenge will pit the skills of World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan against those of the Intercontinental champion, the Ultimate Warrior. Champion versus champion, title for title. Don't miss the stars, the spangle, the jingle, and the jangle of WrestleMania. Live Sunday, April 1 at 4 p.m. Eastern. Call your local cable system now and order WrestleMania. It's the greatest sports entertainment spectacular of all time, WrestleMania! Live this Sunday exclusively on pay-per-view. The superstars and strikes forever as the immortal Hulk Hogan gallantly screaming tries to liberate the WWF title from American turncoat Sergeant Bluff. Be a part of the broad stripes and the brightest stars for the most star-spangled celebration ever, WrestleMania!
Gang, the waiting's just about all over. Here we are in WrestleMania weekend with WrestleMania 7 this Sunday. And the only way you can see it all happen is on a pay-per-view basis. Contact your local cable company right now. What a tremendous card that includes 14 of the greatest matches in World Wrestling Federation history. You know, earlier on we heard from Sergeant Slaughter and General Adnan, as well as the immortal Hulk Hogan. That means the stage is set for the shootout this Sunday in L.A. between the World Wrestling Federation champion, American turncoat Sergeant Slaughter, and the challenger, the man that represents everything that is Americana, the immortal Hulk Hogan. This main event, truly something else. More on that later. By the way, a career-ending match will be taking place also this Sunday as part of WrestleMania 7. That match between the Ultimate Warrior and this man, Macho King Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah, Ultimate Warrior, at WrestleMania 7, I'm gonna get you, yeah. I took your title and took your spirit at the same time. But this time, I just don't want a piece of the pie. I want that whole pie. I want your career. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take your spirit. I'm gonna take your heart. And I'm gonna take your soul. Oh, yeah.
Reality is going to be setting in for either the Macho King Randy Savage or the Ultimate Warrior just hours from now when that career-ending match has concluded as part of WrestleMania. Wow, a blindfold match. It's unprecedented in World Wrestling Federation history. To take place, both men blindfolded, Rick the Model Martel meets this man, Jake the Snake Roberts.
It's true, Rick. It's getting darker, my man, minute by minute. This Sunday, the darkness will set in, my man, and you will have to live with what I live with. Think about it, Rick. Not knowing which way to turn. Look out for a helping hand, but don't expect one from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is more. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, beats his former bodyguard, Virgil. In Virgil's corner, Roddy Piper. Piper right now operating on one wheel. He was injured recently in a motorcycle accident, and he is on crutches. Titles at stake this Sunday as part of WrestleMania 7, including the Intercontinental title. Mr. Perfect to defend against the Big Boss Man. Other titles include the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship belts held by the Hart Foundation. They're going to be challenged by the Nasty Boys, recent winners of the Tag Team Battle Royal. More tag team action. Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal collide with Power and Glory. Hercules and Paul Roma. The British Bulldog locks up with the Warlord. It is truly going to be a star-spangled WrestleMania, and you can see it all on pay-per-view. Kicking off the festivities this weekend, Willie Nelson singing America the Beautiful.
You know the difference between a guy like me and a guy like Macho King Randy Savage? Well, at WrestleMania, I'll be singing, "Oh, beautiful for spacious skies." Well, the Macho King will be singing, "On the ropes again. I just can't believe I'm on the ropes again." I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Plus, celebrity co-hosts are going to be Jeopardy's Alex Trebek, talk show host Regis Philbin, plus the luscious Marla Maples. Paul McGuire, George Steinbrenner, and a host of other sports luminaries are going to be discussing the pros and cons of instant replay. But let's get back to the action. You will see this Sunday on pay-per-view. Superfly Jimmy Snuka to meet The Undertaker. His manager, Paul Bearer. Tito Santana locks up with the Bounty. The Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty to meet the Barbarian and Haku. Greg the Hammer Valentine to meet Earthquake. Texas Tornado and Dino Bravo collide. In tag team action, Demolition, Smash, and Crush to meet two of Japan's finest, Tenryu and Kateo. Ladies and gentlemen, I have said it time and time again, you cannot find a better buy for your entertainment dollar. WrestleMania 7 happens this Sunday. The only way you can see it is on pay-per-view. Do not hesitate. Get on the horn right now. Make that all-important telephone call, and then join us this Sunday live from Los Angeles on a pay-per-view basis for WrestleMania 7. Hi again, everyone. Here we go with your WrestleMania report. This is it. This Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, it's WrestleMania 8. And you can see it exclusively on pay-per-view cable television. Contact your local cable company right now for availability. Make that all-important telephone call right away. A gigantic double main event as the Macho Man, Randy Savage, challenges the World Wrestling Federation champion, Ric Flair, for that coveted title. Now, earlier on, we heard from Elizabeth. And earlier this week, I caught up with the jet-setting World Wrestling Federation champion, along with his executive consultant. Let's take a look at that interview.
Here at the airport, I don't know if this is some kind of a wild goose chase. World Wrestling Federation champion. Oh, here they are, finally. World Wrestling Federation champion Ric Flair, along with his executive consultant, Mr. Perfect. Gentlemen, Elizabeth has publicly denied the allegations. As a matter of fact, the two of you are on the hit list.
Wait just a minute. Miss Elizabeth, how low can you possibly go?
Are you talking about run around Sue herself, the Jezebel that now has the audacity to tell the whole world that the World Wrestling Federation champ could be telling an untruth? Well, let me explain something to you, sweetheart. I remember when you were so proud of the fact that you rode Space Mountain, you couldn't stand it. And I remember how you always wanted to be on the arm of Ric Flair as we styled and profiled. Now it's long limousines, it's jet airplanes, it's the World Wrestling Federation Championship. You want back in? No way, baby. And on top of that, she's got the nerve to call me a liar, to insinuate after a month
that the photos aren't real. Another Jack Tunney trying to really distort my belt, trying to tell the world it didn't happen. Liz, you were there and you loved it, baby. You loved it. Now, now you want back in. Well, baby, there's no way. And in closing, Mr. Perfect and I have one last surprise at WrestleMania. Tell him, Perfect.
Well, you've got to be talking about the centerfold, the prize photo of Miss Elizabeth, the one that we're going to have stuck up on the big screen at the Hoosier Dome at WrestleMania. Savage, so everybody can see exactly what your old lady looks like.
Oh, 10,000 letters a week. People wanting to know, Rick, was she really that hot? Rick, what does she really look like? Well, at WrestleMania 8, on the big screen, Ric Flair, Mr. Perfect, are going to show it all. Randy, your wife, is going to be there. Woo! Woo! On the big screen. Let's go, big man. Hey, and in closing, Gene Okerlund, let me just remind Randy Savage of two things. Number one, Randy, no matter how you look at it, pal, she was mine before she was yours. And number two, when you're on your hands and knees, after taking the worst beating of your life, you'll be the same thing she is every day of her life. Damaged goods. Woo! Woo! Woo!
I really don't know what to make of Ric Flair after conducting that interview. Do you really think he's going to show that centerfold of Elizabeth? You know, they can't stop him. After all, WrestleMania is live, and they've got that big screen at the Hoosier Dome. Needless to say, it is going to be a very interesting WrestleMania 8. Now, there is more action. A gigantic 8-man tag with the Nasty Boys, the Mountie, and the Repo Man facing these four men.
Listen up, Nasty Boys, Mountie, Repo Man. This Sunday, WrestleMania, our mission, search out and destroy.
You four pieces of trash are known lawbreakers, and you're going to get what you deserve. Hard times.
I'm telling you, check this out, Repo Man and Nasty Boys. My nose is broke, but my hands are broke, and I still can rumble, if you can dig that, man. It's getting close, and we're going to get excited. It's not going to be no wrestling match. 8-man tag team action. It's going to be a fight, and we're taking you down. Oh! Yeah.
Could be a Pier 6 brawl with 8 ways to this Sunday afternoon and WrestleMania. One-on-one action. Shawn Michaels, accompanied by Sensational Sherry, will be meeting El Matador, Tito Santana. Let's get their comment.
You know, a lot of people think I'm taking my match with El Matador this Sunday at WrestleMania a little lightly. He doesn't pose any threat to me. But Rowdy Roddy Piper and Bret the Hitman Hart, I'm interested in you and the Intercontinental title, because Shawn Michaels wants a shot.
Shawn Michaels, just like you, talk is cheap. You're looking for an Intercontinental title match. Well, El Matador is going to put all your plans to an end this Sunday, WrestleMania. Olé!
Obviously, Shawn Michaels is looking past El Matador and looking to the winner of the big Intercontinental title bout. Champion Rowdy Roddy Piper to defend against challenger Bret the Hitman Hart, himself a former IC champion. Tag team title defense, Money Incorporated. Ted DiBiase, Irwin R. Shyster, managed by Jimmy Hart. They're going to be facing the Nashville Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. More great one-on-one action. Jake the Snake Roberts to meet The Undertaker, accompanied by Paul Bear. Tatanka goes against the model Rick Martel. The British Bulldog to meet the Berserker managed by Mr. Fuji. The Rocket, Owen Hart, goes against Skinner. And by the way, the tradition continues this Sunday afternoon at WrestleMania as the golden voice of country great Reba McEntire kicks it all off with the Star Spangled Banner. Reba enjoying tremendous success right now. Her #1 country single is Their Life Out There. Oh, what a hit. By the way, back to the action. The other half of the gigantic double main event. Possibly the very last match for the immortal Hulk Hogan. Coming up a little bit later on, a tribute to the Hulkster. But let's talk about his opponent. As a matter of fact, he is standing by with comments. Let's hear from Sid Justice.
See, it's this Sunday, Hogan. As I sit here and I gloat, I ask myself, what are you doing right now? Are you sitting in your hotel room, sitting at the edge of your bed, bent over, roaring to throw up with that fear stuck in your gut because you are feared of me? And you know when Mania will be your last event. You've even said that. Now, they got a tribute to you, Hogan. It's not a tribute. It's a farewell party. And I'm the one who's caused it. I am the one who has ended Hulkamania. Why? Because I rule the world.
The maniacal Sid Justice this Sunday afternoon at WrestleMania to meet the immortal Hulk Hogan. We could be seeing Hulk Hogan's very last match. What a card with the double main event. The other half, Macho Man Randy Savage to meet World Wrestling Federation champion Ric Flair. And from top to bottom, one of the most extraordinary cards in World Wrestling Federation history. You can be part of it all on a pay-per-view basis. Make that all-important telephone call to your local cable company right now. Keep in mind the time factor. This is the weekend where we spring ahead 1 hour. And WrestleMania starts on pay-per-view this Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Make that call and join us for the big one this Sunday afternoon from Indianapolis and the Hoosier Dome. Don't you dare miss WrestleMania 8.
13 of the world's greatest bodybuilders, and now me, Lex Luger. That's what makes WBF Body Stars the only show that builds strong bodies 14 ways.
No doubt Lex Luger will continue to display his extreme confidence on WBF Body Stars, which premieres this weekend. Well, according to Roddy Piper, Bret the Hitman Hart is going to need a lot more than confidence if he plans to leave Indianapolis this Sunday afternoon at WrestleMania 8 wearing the Intercontinental Belt. And there's only one way to catch all the excitement that is live on pay-per-view. Let's hear from the champion and challenger.
This Sunday, Roddy Piper steps in the ring with me for excellence of execution. And I want to win back the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Championship belt. Now, we all know what Roddy Piper can do, and I'm just a little apprehensive. You know, I was in a dressing room a couple of days ago, and this old-timer came up to me. He started talking to me about the big fight. And he told me how tough Roddy Piper is, that he's a fighting machine. He's probably the toughest fighter in the World Wrestling Federation today. He's the toughest. Everybody knows what Roddy Piper can do, and everybody knows his reputation. But he told me one thing. He told me a good fighter doesn't stand a chance against a good wrestler. And that old-timer was my father. And Roddy Piper, I'm going to take the Intercontinental Belt from you.
It's a weird one for me, this one here. You know, this fight with Bret Hart, WrestleMania this Sunday. So I heard Bret Hart talking and said he met an old-timer and he's talking about me. And he said things like, you know, Roddy Piper has been the best fighter ever, maybe, in wrestling. He's the toughest guy ever in the WWF. Roddy Piper is this, Roddy Piper is that. You know, I'm an old street kid, you know. I'm used to when I was real young walking down the street, having some guy being real nice and say, you're the greatest, and bring you into the corner. Just come here for a second. And it never lasts a second. You found out that old-timer was your daddy, and he said, a good wrestler can beat a good fighter any day. No, I never lost.
And I ain't gonna lose this Sunday either.
See WrestleMania 8 this Sunday afternoon, available on pay-per-view. Order now. Call your local cable company for availability.
This is it. Make the call to catch all the action of WrestleMania 8. Don't go away, folks. Coming up, a tribute to the immortal Hulk Hogan.
Good evening, America. This special WrestleMania report here on Raw is brought to you by IcoPro, the integrated conditioning programs that takes your body beyond its genetic potential. You've gotta want it. IcoPro. By the way, Vince, it's great to have you back here on Monday Night Raw. After seeing last week's show, I must admit it's kind of like you never really left. Now then, let's talk about the greatest WrestleMania ever. You can see it exclusively on pay-per-view cable TV. Big double main event. As you know, World Wrestling Federation champion Bret the Hitman Hart defends against his incredible 505-pound challenger, Japanese superstar Yokozuna. On the subject of that match, next weekend on WWF Superstars and Wrestling Challenge, you can see the official contract signing for that title bout. Don't miss that. The other half of that blockbuster double main event pits World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions Money Incorporated against the returning Hulk Hogan and his masked partner, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, managed by Jimmy Hart. Together, they are the Mega Maniacs. Talk about big matches at WrestleMania. The 8-foot-tall Giant Gonzalez, managed by Harvey Whippleman, meets The Undertaker with Paul Bearer in his corner. These matches, along with others, round out what is shaping up to be the greatest WrestleMania ever. Plus, from what I've heard, everybody, and I do mean everybody, will be wearing togas for the world's largest toga party. They sent me mine this weekend, and there's got to be more material in a roll of dental floss than what I received in the mail. Caesar's Palace, folks, is being transformed into an ancient Roman Colosseum. An opening procession, Egyptian guards, belly dancers, wild jungle beasts, Vestal virgins. Yes, Vestal virgins. And the good news is you can experience this extravaganza live as it happens exclusively on pay-per-view cable TV. Don't wait till the 11th hour. Make your plans now to join us Sunday, April 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for WrestleMania 9. Call your local cable company. Do it right now. Back to more Monday Night Raw. Macho Man.
Yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
I understand you're going to be arriving ringside in an Egyptian sedan.
A party sedan.
My question to you, Macho Man, is that a single or a double sedan? And is it with or without Vestal virgins?
Look, it can be a double. You can come with me if you want. It's with Vestal virgins. I'm excited.
I bet you are excited.
Real excited.
We're all excited.
Good morning, Todd. This report is brought to you by the WWF Merchandise Catalog, where you can order the entire line of WrestleMania collectibles, including these hats and T-shirts. Now, the catalog is available in all World Wrestling Federation publications. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Mooney, stepping in for my colleague, Gene Okerlund, who is presently in Las Vegas preparing for all the excitement at Caesar's Palace. Now, this will be your final WrestleMania report as we rapidly approach the event of the year, WrestleMania 9, beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. for all you folks out on the West Coast. Wherever you may be, you can catch every spectacular moment live exclusively on pay-per-view. Now, if you have not locked in your order as of yet, there is still time. Call your cable system as soon as possible. Don't take the chance of waiting too long, folks, only to experience the frustration of hearing a busy signal on the other end of the line. And once your order is confirmed, break out the togas and join the biggest toga party ever when it all begins tomorrow. At this moment, they are putting the finishing touches on Caesar's Palace Stadium, which has been transformed into a Roman Colosseum. And not only will Caesar and Cleopatra be in attendance, but belly dancers, centurions, camels, elephants, Vestal virgins, and trumpeters as well. The spectacle throughout the stadium, however, cannot compare to the incredible matches that will take place in the ring. In the double main event, it is the reigning WWF champion, Bret the Hitman Hart, who will courageously step into the ring to defend the title against the 505-pound Yokozuna. Bret Hart is standing by at this moment with Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. Todd will be taking you to Las Vegas shortly, so be sure and stay tuned. The other half of the double main event will feature the WWF Tag Team Champions, Money Incorporated, IRS, and the $1 Million Man, putting the gold on the line against the Mega Maniacs, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and Hulk Hogan. The Intercontinental title is going to be on the line as well tomorrow when the skillful Shawn Michaels defends the belt when he meets up with the determined Native American Tatanka. Now, last week, during the March to WrestleMania, we saw Tatanka march to victory once again in a tune-up match for the big event. But before the Lumbee Indian had a chance to celebrate his win, look who showed up.
What is going on here? I don't think Tatanka's seen Shawn Michaels. He's just taking a leisurely stroll, chewing a little gum. Yeah. Hey, I like that. Tatanka, do you really think you got a chance at beating me at WrestleMania? I don't think so. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you, better yet, I can promise you that there is no way you are going to beat me for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. What an arrogant individual. And look at the look on the kisser of Tatanka. And look at that conceit, if you would. Oh, yeah. Shawn Michaels, the reigning Intercontinental champion.
Guaranteed there will be no walking away from the head-on collision between those two superstars at WrestleMania 9. In a gigantic matchup, the formidable Undertaker will stand toe-to-toe with the 8-foot-tall Giant Gonzalez. The Giant's search is over. He will have no problem finding the Undertaker tomorrow in Las Vegas. Now, those are just a few of the tremendous battles that are going to take place at Caesar's Palace. And you can see it all live exclusively on a pay-per-view basis. Time is quickly running out. Place your order now. Oh, and Todd.
Yeah, Sean.
Like I said, it's getting a little late. What time's your flight?
You know, I think it's at 1, but I couldn't find my,
Is this what you're looking for?
Ticket.
You know, Todd, you really shouldn't leave a ticket like this laying around. And, you never know something could
Don't know!
happen to it. Jeez, Todd, I'm really sorry. I'm sure we can fix it. Does anybody have any tape?
No, you can't tape it. It's a ticket. See, they don't take it if you tape it. Have you ever flown? This is my ticket. I had to tape it. See, they don't take it because it won't go through the computer. See, I'm so excited. I want to go to WrestleMania 9. It's in Vegas. It's my first time, right? Guy rips my ticket. I'm already confused. Daylight savings time is this weekend. I don't know what time it's supposed to be. You're supposed to set your clocks ahead 1 hour. Remember, it's spring forward, fall back. So Sunday morning at around 2 a.m., make sure you do that, or at least do it before you go to bed. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get to Las Vegas, Nevada now. Bobby, Gorilla, they're already there. They have this with Bret the Hitman Hart, and I have to look for a new ticket. Hey, Slim, can I get your ticket? You want a carpool? It's Todd Pettengill back on WWF Mania. We're having a great time, and the telephone is our way of telling you that the WrestleMania hotline is open right now. Yeah, hi, honey. This is Ross Pro. I'd like to buy pay-per-view. No, honey. Now, my running mate, Admiral Stockdale, has already signed up. Yeah, he'll be showing it to all his family. I'd like to buy the whole thing. I'll write you a check. Here's the number. Now, listen carefully. 1-900-909-9939. Again, 1-900-909-9939. You can hear interviews from your favorite WWF superstars at Hotline Headquarters. Plus, if you call, you can find out about a special bonus hotline. Cost of the call is $1.49 for the first minute and 99 cents for each additional minute. Kids, please get your parents' permission before you call. Average length of the call is 3 minutes. Sponsored by Titan Sports Incorporated, Stamford, Connecticut.
Thank you very much, Vince, and welcome everyone to your WrestleMania report exclusively here on Monday Night Raw. I'm Todd Pettengill. Now, I have some short-term memory loss, so let me try and straighten this out right away, okay? The Hitman will be taking on Crush next Sunday night on the March to WrestleMania special. That's right here on USA. That's the show to watch for all the inside information and late-breaking news concerning WrestleMania 10, which takes place 2 weeks from yesterday. Don't confuse the two. The March to WrestleMania is next Sunday night. WrestleMania 10, just 2 weeks away, Sunday afternoon, March the 20th, from the sold-out Madison Square Garden in New York City. I am here tonight to talk about that event. 10 years in the making and exploding on pay-per-view all over the world. You know, when you hear the word WrestleMania, you of course think about great wrestling action. But you should also think about the celebrities. And man, oh man, we got a bunch of them. Check out this list. Jenny Garth, who plays Kelly on Beverly Hills 90210. Showtime's Cabby Critics, Bucky and Vinny. You're going to like these guys. Two of the cutest New Yorkers you'll ever see. Plus, the official hair consultant for WrestleMania 10, Cy Sperling, will be in the house, along with one of the hottest names in the music industry, Donnie Wahlberg from NKOTB. Think it can't get any bigger? Well, think again. We have the incomparable Little Richard. Woo! He will kick off the extravaganza by singing America the Beautiful. If you have not heard his rendition of America the Beautiful, man, it's going to be hot. We have also landed, yes, the list continues, one of Hollywood's biggest and brightest stars. This guy's done television, he's done movies, he has done everything in the world of showbiz. He is the one and only Burt Reynolds, who happens to be a close friend of mine, of course. I know all the heavies. Yeah, we've known each other for years. I helped out in one of his movies. I fed the pig. From Deliverance. Come on. Don't miss Burt or any of the other celebrities in the house for WrestleMania 10. All you have to do, pick up that telephone, call your local cable company, and place your order for pay-per-view just 2 weeks from yesterday. Right now, I want to run the card of action for the mega monster event that put pay-per-view television on the map, WrestleMania. And this is the big one. 10 years in the making, and it will feature an unprecedented 2 WWF Championship matches. A first in the World Wrestling Federation without question. By now, you certainly know that Lex Luger won the coin toss to earn the right to take on the WWF champion Yokozuna first. That means Bret the Hitman Hart would have to have a match under his belt as well. He will take on brother Owen Hart, who you just saw in action. A very personal matchup that has deep emotional ramifications in the Hart family. Now keep in mind, regardless of the outcome of the Bret and Owen match, the Hitman will then take on the winner of the Lex Yoko match. Now I want you to remember, there will also be 2 very special guest referees, one for each WWF Championship match, and as you know, they could be anybody. Now, a match being billed as one of the wildest ever, the Macho Man, Randy Savage, will do battle with one-time friend and now bitter enemy, Kona Crush, who we also saw earlier on. Both superstars are predicting they are the better wrestler. You will be able to witness and see what happens totally live at WrestleMania 10. The Intercontinental Championship is also on the line as champion Razor Ramon takes on the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in a ladder match. Let's just talk about that for a second. An 8-foot ladder starts in the aisle, and then both Razor's Intercontinental Championship belt and Shawn Michaels' bogus belt are suspended high over the ring. It's simple. The first superstar to grab both belts wins the Intercontinental title. Remember, once the ladder is in the ring, it is definitely in play. And one thing's for sure, after this match, there will only be one Intercontinental belt in the World Wrestling Federation. Another title on the line is the Tag Team Championship. Men on a mission try and take the belts away from the Quebecers. And this one ought to shake the rafters of the Garden. There are definitely no Jenny Craig dieters in this foursome. Now, the WWF Women's Championship is also up for grabs as champion Alundra Blaze defends her title against Leilani Kai. You will also see the very popular Earthquake taking on the destructive Atom Bomb. And in a mysterious mixed tag, Bam Bam Bigelow and his main squeeze, Luna, will take on Doink and Dink. The Doinkster will be in action tonight here on Monday Night Raw, so hold on to your valuables. How about the big 10-man tag set for WrestleMania 10 as the Smoking Guns team with Tatanka, the 1-2-3 Kid, and Sparky Plug to do battle with the Head Shrinkers, IRS, Double J, and the model Rick Martel. Now, if I were you, I'd be looking for my last cable bill so I could locate the number of my cable company and call to place my order for WrestleMania 10 on pay-per-view. If you were me, you'd have already done that. I'm telling you, it's not easy being me. But I've got news for you. The glitz, the glamour, the stars, the fireworks, the music, the great wrestling matches, it's all going to happen Sunday afternoon, March the 20th, with or without you. Wouldn't you rather be in on it? Excuse me, I'm a little distracted here. That music. You know what that means, don't you? It's time for me, T-O-double-D, to get on out of here and get back to more action here on Monday Night Raw with J-E-double-F, J-A-double-R-E-double-T.
All right, we are just about out of time here on WWF Mania at FanFest. You guys have a good time here or what? Huh? WrestleMania 10 is going to be absolutely awesome. Macho Man, I can't tell you what a pleasure to be back working with you again, man.
That's it. I got a great idea.
Yeah.
Why don't you get up there and we'll call it the I Dunk Totster Dunk Tank. And I'll throw the balls and I'll hit you in.
I don't think so.
Why not?
New clothes. I don't want to get them wet.
Then why don't you?
No, I don't want to get them wet. Yeah, baby. No,
Then why don't you try to throw some balls and hit Doinkin?
Oh, that wouldn't
Pressure's on.
Wouldn't be a challenge. No, I mean that's. All right, I'll do it.
All right, here we go.
Be easy. I'll need one ball. Yeah, give me 3 just in case. But I'll need one ball. Don't forget, WrestleMania 10. It's going to be absolutely awesome. You can see it exclusively on pay-per-view. Make that telephone call to your local cable system and order it. This is going to be so easy.
It's a snap. I'll take the microphone, WWF Mania, the Todster, and here's the wind-up. And here's... Oh, he missed. Do it again. Too bad. Oh, 0 for 2. Pay-per-view all over the world. Cut. 0 for 3. What do you think about the Todster? Todster, don't lose your cool.
I'm not.
You're starting to get frustrated.
No, I'm not.
All right, we'll throw the ball. Almost, but he didn't make it. Hey.
What am I doing wrong?
Tell you what you're doing wrong, brother. Come over here. Just hold on.
Really?
Thumbs up, brother. More than one way to do the same thing. Oh, yeah! That's the way to do it right here, brother. All right. WWF Mania exclusive.
I could have hit it with the ball. I definitely could have hit it with the ball.
We all know that, brother. Pay-per-view all over the world, WrestleMania 10. The Todster and the Macho Man doing the thing again.